Hi, I'm Pat McGrew. Welcome back to another episode of Print Sample TV. And this time we're going to come back to a topic we've talked about before. I want to focus on HP, the PWI, the Page Wide Inkjet division, because they've been taking their game up a few levels. We used to think of high-speed inkjet as something that you could really only use for, say, transaction work or books. We didn't think of it in terms of high quality. We always looked at sort of the upper end of the digital toner solutions and certainly offset for high quality. But over the last few years, they've been working really hard to develop solutions, and mostly around their ink set and their ability to dry, that allow them to print on a wider range of substrates and to really hold color at a level that brand people expect. One of the pieces they created I really love. It's this diamond-shaped or square-shaped piece that is a fold-out. They work with their customers to help them design these pieces, and in this case, there's one side that's really very, very shiny, and then the other side is this open mat. And what I love about it is they use a lot of color in these to show how you as a printer can sell this to your customers. So pastel-y looking reds and oranges and some really interesting shades of blue and shades of green, instead of just what we think of as standard process CYMK colors. They're actually using color management to create a really interesting story. And with the pop of the new color set, the new ink sets, the pops of the yellow, I love this line, is the advantage of more is what you deserve. And for printers, this, from an inkjet perspective, is really kind of interesting. So while they're going to their customers and they're working with their customers to create some print samples, which I think is a great idea, the other thing that they've done is they've taken a couple of steps back and they've created a really interesting box. So I love unboxing videos, and HP now has their own box. And in this case, I think they did a great job for people who don't really understand the difference between, say, an HP inkjet and other people's inkjet. Remember that every one of the manufacturers is a little bit different. They all have slightly different technology. They all have different ink sets. So the ink sets have different capabilities with different substrates. So you need to be looking for what's going to work for the kind of print work that you want to be doing. And in this case, the HP team just did a really nice job of creating the box. Now, the fun thing is that HP actually has inkjet that works in several different print segments. They have the C500 that is used in digital corrugated and folding carton, and so they were able to have a customer manufacture the box for them, and it is printed with inkjet technology. They printed this very nice welcome letter, which can, of course, be personalized. And then inside the box, it starts with this interesting brochure. So one of the things we know is that during 2020 and 2021, there wasn't a lot of traveling going on, and there wasn't a lot of trade show going on, right? So you couldn't go see the machines too easily. Even most of the showrooms were closed. And because of that, the team at HP said, well, we know people want to know what it looks like. They may have heard things about the HP form factor, which is quite a bit different than most of the other vendors. And so they created this really cute pop-up. And this is all created with HP technology. It's a combination of inkjet and their Indigo, their digital toner technology, and working with their customer of a C500. And so this gives you a really good idea of what a footprint looks like, how much room you need to allot, what the different components are. And it just tells a really nice story in a way I haven't seen HP do before. I was just really taken with it. In addition, inside the box, they give you a bunch of samples, and this is off of their T250 HD, which is the newest of their 22-inch format machines. And inside the box, they do, they have your different kinds of material that might be similar to the things you're printing, but they don't completely forsake their transaction background either, because they're showing that really high vibrancy and color as possible, even in a transaction environment. We've talked about Transpromo over the years, and certainly today's inkjet is quite capable of making that great. And the other thing they did, which I thought was a really nice add, was they added some NAPCO research. So not only do you get the sales pitch around the press, but you get some research that backs up the power of market research. And it gives you some proof points if you're trying to make decisions about, if you're looking for your first inkjet machine, this gives you some really great proof points. So I appreciated having that in the box, and then some additional pieces. If you think about printing in general, there are so many different segments to cover. It's kind of helpful to see pictures of food, pictures of clothing, pictures of people to know if this technology is going to be right for you. So I want to thank HP for sending me this really cute box, and I hope you'll come back for another episode of Print Sample TV to find out what else is going on.